Alright, so here we go. F Zappa 20. That's who I am. This is the X-Files. Was a Season 10, Episode 3, the new X-Files, X-Files 2016, whatever you want to call it. So we're jumping here at the end of Episode 3. Didn't recap the first two here on the F Zappa 20 channel. I mentioned it a couple videos back that I wasn't going to be doing the recaps, but I have been watching. So, you know, if you've been watching, you'll know now that it kind of flipped it over a little. Anyhow, we'll just get to tonight's episode. Forget whatever happened the first two. It was just a brilliant way to bring Mulder back, I guess was ultimately my point. Got an X-Files comedy episode. Oh man, the poor guys at work. A couple noobs at work that really, you know, they've heard of it. They saw an episode or two, but I was just telling them, you have to watch, have to watch, have to watch. When I was watching the episode tonight, I was just thinking of them, probably thinking like, wait a second, man, is this what this show is? Every now and then you get one of these episodes. Tonight it was just nailed. They've just been nailing it all season. You know, how has this ever happened before that a show took almost over a decade off and came back and was just nailing it like this? You know, I didn't want to get my hopes up too much. So it's better. Somehow it's better than, well, I don't know if it's better. It's only been 3 episodes, but. So anyhow, tonight's episode, I guess we'll just get to that. You should have known. I knew something was up right off the bat. There's these two people out in the woods. They're huffing paint. They got gold paint all over their face. They're all fucked up. And they encounter, you know, the lizard man, the Werelizard, whatever we're going to call him, guy man. You know, there's some dead bodies there, but you don't actually see the lizard do any of the murdering. He runs past these two stoners. They're all fucked up. So, you know, Scully goes to Mulder, and, you know, at this point, Mulder's just like, yeah, whatever. They got the I Want to Believe poster there. That's back, of course. It's a big part of the show. That poster's pretty much the start of the show, along with Scully and Mulder and Skinner. So, anyways, Mulder's just like, yeah, whatever. He's going through all these old case files where all these ridiculous monsters turned out to be nothing. You know, he's losing faith big time. It's to this point to where Scully's like the one that is actually the believer, and Mulder's just like, yeah, whatever. It's probably a mountain lion or whatever. So they go to investigate the case, and of course Mulder, as naturally, he gets curious. He's kind of being a little condescending towards the whole case, but he's doing it. He's got some sweet app on his phone. He's taking pictures left and right. You know, he's making comments about how there's, you know, these people should have had the pictures, the paint huffers. Blah, blah, blah. I'm rambling on way too much. So anyhow, gets to the point to where Mulder does think he sees the lizard man. Doesn't get very good pictures, of course. There's a tranny prostitute in there at this point. You get to meet, you see Guy Man for the first time in a porta potty. Mulder and Scully think they see the lizard man running there, but it turns out to just be this, I don't know, was he a Scottish guy, British, Irish? I don't know. I'm not real good with those accents. So anyways, you know, out of all the pictures, one of the best funny moments to me was with Mulder. He's still being sort of a smart ass. He's showing all the pictures, the horrible pictures and video that he took to Scully while she's trying to do the autopsy. She's testing blood, doing all the X-Files stuff, you know. So Mulder goes and talks to, and then they were at this hotel. There's just a lot going on, man. It was a fucking awesome episode. So, they're at this hotel. Long story short, you know, that was the hotel where Guy Man was, so Mulder gets some pills there. You know, the manager there was the real deal, too. I don't know, was he drinking rubbing alcohol? What the hell was he doing? You know, he was a peeping Tom. He had heads of animals hung on. Yeah, that doesn't matter. That doesn't really matter. It's the worst ever. This has got to be the worst recap ever, man. If you're somehow new to this channel, hang in there, I promise. Maybe go watch something else. But I'm barreling through this. You know, I love the episode. So anyhow, after talking with the shrink, Mulder realizes he can find Guy Man, the lizard guy. Guy Man, that was his fake name, which is just kind of funny. So they have this long talk in the cemetery. Probably 15-20 minutes of the show is this guy telling Mulder this ridiculous story in the cemetery. He's basically, he really is a lizard, but he turns into a human, lives this really mundane life. There's all kinds of takes on just humans, period, society, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. You just have to see it to get all the jokes there. I'm not going to run through them all, but this 15-20 minute conversation he had in the cemetery, Mulder and Guy Man, was unbelievable. By the end of it, Mulder starts drinking. He doesn't know what to believe, man, so he just gets wasted drunk. Fast forwarding to the very end now, Scully, they find the real killer. Oh, plus there was Papu. What was that dog's name? Papu. That was one of the best parts of the episode. I don't know. You guys got to watch it. So Scully gets the real killer. It's this guy, this animal guy. He worked for the Animal Control Center. He was throughout the whole episode. And Mulder goes and sees Guy Man off. At the very end, Guy Man claims that he's sick of being a human and now he's going to go hibernate for 10,000 years. He turns into a lizard. And Mulder is officially back. Mulder sees it with his own eyes. He no longer wants to believe. Well, I guess he still wants to believe. He's back, basically. Alright, man. Maybe I got a little too high for this episode. Rambled on a little too long. But I thought it was fucking hilarious. I'm really just still laughing at the guys at work thinking, you know, they think they were all tuned in for a, you know, paranormal conspiracy type show. And then boom, they got hit with a with an X-Files comedy episode. Alright, I'm F Zappa 20. If you hung in there this long, thanks for watching. Man, I don't know. Well, maybe we'll do more. Season's half over. Are they gonna renew? Come on, Duchovny. Quit holding out on us, dude. Oh, man, there was that little scene here, man, when Guy Man was telling his imaginary story. Well, the part of his story that was imaginary was he and Scully went in the back of the phone store and made out. Scully showed us some cleavage. It's nice. Nice boobs on Jillian at this age. I'd do her, for sure.